Hey guys, so today I have another video. This video is about reviewing my Ultrasabers Dominicide. I just picked up this Dominicide from Facebook from someone who was selling it. So this is used Dominicide with the diamond controller, and I got it for pretty cheap, so well, at least lower than uh, how it would cost if you bought it new from Ultrasabers. And since it was relatively cheap, I decided to just get it because I don't have any Ultrasabers in my collection, and I have my reasons why. And I guess maybe one of the reasons that I don't have one in my collection until today. Well, I'll be talking about it in this video. So if you guys aren't aware of the Ultrasabers Dominicide, it's the most the priciest double-sided lightsaber that you could get from Ultrasabers, and as well as their this particular hilt is built in with their diamond configuration, their diamond controller. And buying this new from Ultrasabers will run you about $600. And well, today I'm going to be talking about, is Ultrasabers worth the money, and how does it compare to other companies? I'm not gonna tell you no, don't buy Ultrasabers, it sucks, like some people will simply say. I will just provide you with my own thoughts of Ultrasabers and show you the comparisons between each different company of lightsabers that I have. I'll compare what Ultrasabers is compared to the other lightsabers that I have, and it'll be up to you in the end whether or not Ultrasabers or the other lightsabers, which one would be better, which one would you be more interested in, or which one would you rather buy. So that's a question that you should be asking in this video. But I know there's a lot of talk about Ultrasabers and whatnot, but some people just aren't really aware of what they're buying. So anyways, so this is the Ultrasabers Dominicide right here, and it looks very similar to the POC Store's Savage Opress replica. It's not the exact same, but in a way you could say that they're similar, and you could tell right away that the Ultrasabers is a lot thicker. I mean, most of Ultrasabers hilt designs are generally a lot thicker and bigger than other companies, especially their more higher tiered hilts, or their hilts that look aesthetically pleasing, the ones that appeal more. I mean, to me, like I said, like what I'm saying is this hilt, it looks awesome. But I guess you want to think about that. Usually the hilts that look awesome on Ultrasabers are generally pretty big compared to what other companies offer. Like, this is pretty thin, and I get a nice round grip on it, and this one's a little thick. I do get a nice grip on it, but you do notice the more bulkier. I mean, it is still usable to play with and to swing around and everything. You probably won't even notice it too much. I mean, some people who are picky might notice, but if it's your first saber, if I didn't have any other sabers and I got this, I probably wouldn't complain. I mean, and to be honest, having all these other sabers and having this one, um, having just gotten this one, it's not. I'm not complaining about the the size of it. It's all right to me, but I'm just telling you guys that that's one thing to keep in mind. That Ultra Sabers, Hilts, usually are generally bigger than other companies' Hilts, but except for usually they're more simpler designed Hilts are actually decent size. Like I'm pretty sure they're more simple, like their V2s or V3s or whatever. They're pretty much just about this size. I believe. I don't have one. I've never had one. This is my first Ultra Sabers, like I said, so I can't really say for sure. But from pictures and videos that I've seen, I think they're about that size. But I'm talking about more of the more aesthetically pleasing and the ones that look awesome, like this one, and the ones that are maybe are supposed to be inspired by Star Wars replicas. I hear those are usually generally bigger. Like Ultra Sabers has one that looks like this, that's based on Obi-Wan's episode 1, episode 2, or episode 2 lightsaber, just like this one, but it's a lot bigger than this one. I don't have one to show you the comparison, but looking at pictures and videos of other people's, and it is a lot bigger than this. It's probably, I don't know, probably I can't really say. I don't, but it looks pretty big. But other than that, the hilt, it looks really well made. It's feels nice. Like it feels heavy, heavy duty, heavy. Looks like a legit hilt. Uh, I can't really say. I mean, it looks awesome. I mean, honestly, it looks awesome. I mean, I wish it was smaller, but that's just us. I think that's just me being biased, having all these other sabers. But yeah, it is a little bigger, a little bulkier compared to my my Savage Oppress here. And well, um, like I guess let me compare the weight. I mean, yeah, it kind of feels similar, but I don't know. Maybe there's a little more heft to this one, but it's not really noticeable. This is the Darth Maul from LGT, um, and yeah, it feels about the same too. But yeah, other than that, other than the size, let's get right into the electronics. So the biggest problem about Ultra Sabers is their electronics. Um, so Ultra Sabers electronics are their way they install their electronics in the hilt is not really the most cleanest looking installation. And comparing to what most companies are, like all of these companies except for Ultra Sabers are utilizing a more cleaner install using a plastic chassis system that pretty much encloses all the electronics inside this plastic case, and so you don't see too much wires all over, and you don't see like like I don't know. It just looks cleaner compared to Ultrasabers. They don't use a chassis. All they use is tape and like some kind of glue, supposedly. But I don't think this one. I didn't see any glue in here, but I didn't really look at it either. But yeah, I guess I could show you guys. I'll compare. I'll show you the comparisons here. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. There should be an arrow. Oh, there it is. Sorry. So this is how you get into the internals of the dominant side here. And yeah, right there. As you can see, this is the Ultrasabers. They pretty much just taped the entire soundboard, and these are the batteries, rechargeable batteries that you need to always pull out to recharge, unless you have a recharge port that you have to buy as an upgrade, and that's about $80 to do that. It costs $80 to buy installation for a recharge port. So yeah, I can understand why some people would not want to do that. But yeah, this is the Ultrasabers. This is the way Ultrasabers installs their internal electronics. And honestly, if you're not careful with this, you could potentially damage the hilt every time. Every time you have to open this, these wires are hanging out all the time. If you're not careful, you could potentially rip them or mess them up. And especially since the chassis is just like wiggling around like this too, you could potentially just maybe break a connection somewhere, or the soundboard could get damaged somehow. I don't know. There's a lot of problems that could happen with this. But yeah, this is how the electronics of the Ultrasabers are, and I think it's pretty crazy. I mean, this is luckily I didn't sorry, I've just started buying lightsabers 2 months ago. Ultrasabers was one of the companies I was looking at to begin with, but I did my research on the many companies, and I'm glad that I did not go with Ultrasabers, because I would have been like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess for a new person, they would think that this is okay. They would probably think that that's just maybe how it's supposed to be. But if you compare this to another company, the way another company does their installations, it's a lot. There's a big difference. So, all right. So the first saber that I ever got was from the POC store. This is the first saber I got from the POC store. Right now it's empty, so I don't want to show you guys that, but this is also from the POC store, and this has the electronics in it. And check out the way they did their electronics here. Let me just unscrew this pommel here. All right, got the pommel out. So this is the electronics. You could pull it out, and look at that. It's nice and clean. Like, in a way, I guess you could say it looks similar to the Ultrasabers, but you don't have any wires hanging out and whatnot. It's a big solid piece. This is their removable chassis, and you could, and the way it's built, I think it's pretty solid. You know, everything's clean. You don't see any wires hanging anywhere. You know, I don't think I could break this. I like it, like you know, unless I like slam it on the ground or something. I guess it'll break. But I think this is, it looks nice and clean. You know, it looks professionally done. You know, this is how I would want all my electronics installed. You know, I mean, it depends on how you really look at it between the two. But yeah, this is the way Ultimate works, or the Pox Store has their lightsabers. It has the pre-kits here, but I mean the pre-kits, and you could use this in pretty much all of their hilts. These are all Ultimate Works' hilts, so this works with all of their sabers, and I think that's a nice system that they have here. But that's another topic for another video. So besides that, let's look at this Saber Trio Senza here. Saber Trio is one of the most one of the biggest companies right now, known for giving you a great saber that has like all like really high quality and whatnot. So check this out. This is the Saber Trio Senza. This is their chassis. I mean, I don't really want to slide it all out, but it's all in one piece, in a big, nice, clean chassis. You know, the batteries right here, and the soundboard right here, and it has a recharge port right here. So it's a pretty nice system that they have going on here as well. And all right, besides that, let's talk about LGT. All right, LGT is like this saber right here. This saber is $90, and it has, I believe, a better electronics installation than the Ultrasabers. All right, if you guys see my other video, I've already kind of showed you guys, but I'll show it to you guys in this video as well. All right, see, this is how LGT installs their lightsabers. It's a nice clean plastic chassis that protects all the internal electronics, you know, the wires, soundboard, speaker, battery. It's all in here. It's not laying out inside the saber for you to see. You know, it's a nice solid piece and whatnot. And this is a $90 lightsaber. Like, a $90 lightsaber could do this. Why can't Ultrasabers? A $600 setup from Ultrasabers. That's one thing that is a big problem with Ultrasabers. So, yeah. Sorry. Let me just unscrew this. All right. Besides that, let's go right into the electronics features. So for $600, you get the Ultrasabers diamond board controller, and supposedly it's RGB capable, I don't know, but it's like, RGB capable. It means like your blade could change colors, and um, the diamond controller also has the capabilities of having multiple sound fonts, and it has flash on clash, um, and stuff like that. Lockup, whatever. But yeah, those are all premium features you have to buy, and that's like like I said, it all comes with the diamond board though. But the diamond board is like a, I don't know, $200 $300 upgrade or something like that. And honestly, I think that's pretty kind of a ripoff, because let's go back to this $90 hilt lightsaber here. It does all of that. It has RGB, and it has multiple fonts on here, already built in. You can't customize it though. That's one of the um, disadvantages of it. And that's one of the advantages of the diamond board. But this is a $90 lightsaber. I'm not gonna complain about not being able to customize it, versus a $600 lightsaber. But yeah, this has RGB color changing. It has 9 different sounds. It has blaster block, lockup, and flash on clash, and it has like a smooth swing sound. If you don't know what a smooth swing is, it's one of the new one of the like it's a new it's kind of like a new feature that's been out for, I don't know how long, maybe like a year or a couple years now. Um, but yeah, that's like a very phenomenal thing that everybody wants right now. Smooth swing. Smooth swing is basically uh like a like a I guess you could say kind of, it's a sound that plays accordingly to how the way you move your lightsaber. Like it it it's it's able to read your movement of your lightsaber, and it kind of gives you like it kind of feels more realistic. Like the lightsaber's a little more realistic. At least that's how I think of it like that. I can't really say what others think. Some people don't even like the sound of smooth swing. Some people find it annoying. But yeah, my personal thoughts are it's it's a must have for me, and that's one thing Ultrasabers does not have. It doesn't have the smooth swing. A $90 lightsaber has smooth swing, but Ultrasabers doesn't. They have a swing sound that plays when you swing the blade, but it's not. Yeah, that's a little different from smooth swing. And I guess if you want a smooth swing lightsaber, uh, Ultra Saber doesn't have it, so that's one of the cons. But in a way, that's um, that's a pro for some people who don't like smooth swing. But yeah, for someone like me that wants smooth swing, Ultra Sabers isn't the place to go. All right, and okay, so we're done comparing with the $90 lightsaber. This is a $600 lightsaber, and then I'll compare it to this. This is the Saber Trio Senza. This is one of the best value in the market right now for its value. For $600, this is one of the best values that you could get right now in the market. This is a $600 configuration of the Saber Trio Senza. It has the OLED screen here, which is a little screen that shows you like the settings of the lightsaber and whatnot. But I'm not gonna talk about that. But so, I mean, I understand this $600 lightsaber from Ultrasabers is a dual double-bladed lightsaber, and usually double-bladed lightsabers do get expensive, but yeah. I'm just gonna compare the electronics features of them. For $600 for the Saber Shield Senza here, you get a NeoPixel setup, and you get one of the best soundboards in the market, the Crystal Focus 10 soundboard from Plectro Labs. And Ultrasabers advertises their soundboard as the best in the market, but it's not. I mean, at least in my opinion, it's not, because honestly, their board hasn't been updated in a few years and whatnot. I don't know if it's maybe they really think their soundboard is the best, and they don't think they need to update it or what. But yeah, it is missing some of the features that many of these lightsabers have. So you keep that in mind. Yeah. So the $600 Saber Trio Senza here, it's built with NeoPixel. If you don't know what NeoPixel is, it's one of the newest technologies that's been in the market, in the lightsaber community, in the market here for a while. I don't know how long, but it's been there, and they're usually pretty expensive for getting on NeoPixel. The blade itself runs you $70 to $200, depending on where you get, depending on the quality and whatnot. So just the blade itself is, I guess you could say, like $100. And then, so basically, a NeoPixel blade is different from your usual in-Hilt LED system, like the one that Ultrasabers has and the one that this $90 lightsaber has. All my other lightsabers are all NeoPixel, so only the Ultrasabers and this $90 lightsaber, LGT lightsaber here, are in-Hilt LED. This one, my Mace Windu here, my Master Replica Mace Windu here, is a NeoPixel. Oh my god, sorry. Is a NeoPixel as well, but it has an adapter. If you haven't seen that video, I have a little adapter here that makes a LED kind of lightsaber. But yeah, so comparing NeoPixel and LED, NeoPixel is a lot brighter, and it's a lot better than LED. If you don't know what a NeoPixel is the blade. The blade has like a string, or like a long string of LED that's inside the blade, inside the plastic blade. And this is the NeoPixel blade right here. I shown it in one of my other videos, and I explained, but I'll explain it a little bit on this video too. It's basically a plastic tube blade, like a normal blade that you would use in LED lightsaber here, but it has a string of LED inside, and there's this little connector here that connects with that's soldered, soldered with the LEDs, with the strip LEDs, and then this connects inside one of the NeoPixel hilts here. I mean, I have blade plugs on these, so I can't really show you, but right here, I guess I can kind of show you. Right here, there's some like pins here that connects to the NeoPixel blade, and that allows the soundboard of the lightsaber to control what the LEDs in the NeoPixel, what controls what it does. Like, like that creates the RGB functions, that creates your blade effects and your all kinds of things you could do with it. Like you see how in the movies where their lightsabers actually does the scrolling effect, like from bottom to top. That NeoPixel allows you to do that, while in-hell LEDs don't allow you to do that. Like, watch. This is the NeoPixel sensor, and you see it go from bottom to top, and then if I turn it off, it slowly comes down. Comparing it to the Ultrasabers, it just all lights up at once, like that. And you can't, and then you turn it off, it just turns off. So that is one of the things that some people, that's one thing to consider when buying a lightsaber. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about buying an Ultrasabers. I'm just talking about buying a lightsaber. But this topic is about Ultrasabers, because Ultrasabers is one of the biggest known companies in the market, in the lightsaber market. And that's not because they're good. It's not because they're bad. I guess it's more about them really just over marketing their company, and they're just all over everywhere that has something to do with Star Wars. And then it catches people's attention the most. And then they get a lot of traffic, and people tend to buy lightsabers from them without knowing that there are other options in the market. But yeah, besides that, I'll show you guys smooth swing. So this is smooth swing. It's following my movements. There's a sound playing that follows my movements. Like, even if I'm moving slow, it's making that sound according to how slow I move. And then if I'm moving fast, it'll still follow my movement. And then this is the Ultrasabers. I'm moving slow. It does not have smooth swing. And then if I'm just moving on like this, I guess you could say maybe it kind of follows my swinging movement, but sometimes it's inaccurate. I mean, I guess it follows a certain pattern, but yeah. Besides that, all right. So the sound for RGB color changing, I don't think you're able to change the color of the blade on the fly. You could change the sound fonts of the lightsaber, and you could specify a certain color per sound font or whatever, and then it'll, every time you change the sound font, it'll change to that sound font, and it'll change to that blade color. I don't think you could change blade colors on the fly on the same sound font. I believe you have to actually hook up the diamond board on the computer and change the color of each sound font on there. But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, because I've only messed with the diamond controller. I mean, I only plugged it in to check out the program. I didn't even mess with that at all, because I honestly didn't want to. I didn't really care for Ultrasabers. I might actually get rid of this after this video, but It is a nice hilt. I might keep it just because it's a nice hilt, but I'm still thinking what I want to do with it. Either way, um, besides that, I guess I'll show you how to change the fonts. So, in order to change the font on Ultrasabers, you have to hold the button here, and you have to make a stabbing motion, and then now it's in like a phase to change the sound font, and then you twist to change sound fonts.
Episode 5. Episode 6.
See that? All right. Now it's on a different sound font that I chose, the Ancient Saber. So this is the Flash and Clash. You see that? This is Flash and Clash, and then it has lock up that you press, and it locks up. And it also has like stabbing motions, stabbing gesture effects or whatever. So I think that's pretty much all the features that Ultrasabers can do. But check out like this lightsaber. So check it out. Besides the smooth swing, it has the blaster blocks. But check out the blade when I do the blaster blocks. It's more realistic when you do it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some white spots on the blade that pops up every time that the sound plays. It's like how you would see in an actual lightsaber in the movie where the blaster's hitting the lightsaber and it has like that light of when it impacts the lightsaber. But yeah, so the Saber Trio Senza, their speaker is super loud, so I'm sorry if it overcomes my voice, but yeah, it's super loud. And that's one thing I love about this lightsaber, is just that it's so loud and it's awesome. But yeah, besides that, it has lockup just like the Ultrasabers. Flash and Flash, it's more sensitive than the Ultrasabers. I mean, you could play with the sensitivities on the Ultrasabers, I believe, on the Diamond controller, but I haven't done that, so I don't know how good it is compared to this. All right, so for color changing, these lightsabers, at least for this one, you could change color on the fly. Spectrum. So right now it's on a color changing mode, because I pressed there's like another button here behind the hilt, and there's another button, the power button. I press them together, and it'll come into a color changing mode, and I basically just twist the hilt and then choose a color that I like, and then press the button again to accept that color. So now my blade is green, and then these also have multiple sound fonts.
Sound bank selection.
Now it's in a sound changing mode.
Fourth edition. Light. Fourth edition. Light.
And if I want this, I just hold the button, and then now it's on that new sound font. I don't know if it's the same one I had earlier. Let me just see.
Sound bank selection. Darkness.
All right, darkness. Now it's gonna be red, according to the sound font. All right. And then, all right, I just showed you guys the Ultrasabers and the Saber Trio Senza, of how their electronics controls, their electronics features kind of work. They're about the same price that you would get. I mean, Ultra Sabers $600, Saber Trios $600, and so besides that, let me compare it to the lower end lightsaber I have here. So let me power it on, and so like the Ultra Sabers, this little hilt has the same lighting system as the Ultra Sabers. It's not really too different, all right? You can see it on camera, they're really not too different in terms of brightness. They're probably exact same. So sorry, I don't know why that sound font's kind of glitchy like that, but so on this little thing, it has that kind of smooth swing kind of sound that plays when you move your lightsaber. It's not as good as the Saber Trio Sensei and my other lightsabers that have more premium soundboards on there, but it's a $90 lightsaber for what this is. It's not, I'm not gonna complain about it. So yeah. So just like the Senza and just like the Ultra Sabers, it has the flash on clash, and it has the lockup, just like Ultra Sabers. And then it also has blaster block. And then this is another this lightsaber can change lightsaber blades on the fly, and like I said, Ultra Sabers cannot do that. And then it's a little different. This one changes colors by itself. Like it goes through all the colors of the
low battery, please charge.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. But the battery is low, but let me just power it on again and turn it on. Let me see if I can turn it on. Looks like it's totally dead. But anyways, this little lightsaber, this little $90 lightsaber, can change colors on the fly, just like my $600 lightsaber here. But the Ultra Sabers, for what I know, it cannot do that. So $90 versus $600. And that's plus one to the $90 lightsaber. So but yeah, like I said, the $90 lightsaber can change sound fonts as well, just like the Ultra Sabers. Like there's different sound effects and sound banks, sound fonts, or whatever you want to call it. Sound whatever, like you could change it on the fly, and that's the exact same thing as Ultra Sabers. But the only thing Ultra Sabers has over that hilt is it's customizable. Like you could buy sound fonts that are available from, I think, the Ultra Saber store, and you could put them and you could change it up on the Ultra Sabers. And that's one thing that $90 lightsabers does not have. But it does offer you nine decent sound fonts on there. And so it's not like they give you some really bad sound fonts that you'll probably not even like at all. Yeah, it does come with some decent sound fonts inspired by Star Wars that are generally what most lightsabers have. Well, most of they're, yeah, whatever. But yeah, and so I was talking about customizability of the diamond controller of the Ultrasabers here. Um, my other lightsabers here, they have the most premium soundboards that are available in the market right now. At least premium to my eyes. Like some people might consider the diamond board from Ultrasabers premium. My, it's like one of the lowest featured board boards that are available in the market. Um, so just like the Ultrasabers here, the Senza has a soundboard called Crystal Focus X. Uh, if you look for this 89 sabers installed um, with Profi, the soundboard is called Profi. These are all the premium boards. They are customizable, just like the uh, the diamond board. Um, so you could buy sound fonts from the internet and install them. You can configure the settings of your lightsaber, the sensitivity, the volume. You could do a lot of things, especially for like the Profi soundboard. It's an open source soundboard that you could pretty much program it to do a lot of things if you know how to um, program it. But yeah, that's another topic for another time. But yeah, for the diamond board, you have to plug it into your computer, and then you have to use Ultrasabers diamond board controller, and it's I haven't messed with it too much. In all honesty, it's I think you'll probably have to like actually read about the program to kind of know how to mess with the controls and settings of the software. But for a person that hasn't read it and for you to just jump in, I think it was kind of confusing for me. For me, it was kind of confusing. I didn't know how to really do certain things, but it, other than that, it was okay. I mean, that's just me. I don't know how other people feels about this Ultra Sabers program, but just for my point of, from my perspective, in my opinion on it, that's how I feel about the Ultra Sabers program. For CFX, all you really do, everything is done on the SD card. You know the little SD cards that they're just those memory cards that like you use on your phone, and all the settings are changed, and you could change all the settings on that card. Like they're just like some numbers you change, or some like um basically just like you type like a number, you type like a word or something like that to change the setting. I actually haven't messed with CFX yet, so I can't really tell you, but from what I heard, all you really do is change whatever's on the SD card. That's the same thing that the Asteria from the POC store is. You basically just put in the computer and you change settings. The Profi is a little more complicated. You have to actually download software and stuff like that, and then you have to actually program it with like actual code. You gotta kind of know how to like code this language, or I don't know what the language is, but it's like there's a lot of tools out there that already has pre-made code that you just kind of copy and paste, and that makes it kind of easier. But anyways, that's another topic for another time. But yeah, and like I said, this is a $600 Ultrasabers, and then this is a $90 lightsaber from LGT. If you compare a $90 lightsaber from Ultrasabers, you're looking at a one color LED. So you only have one single color for your blade, and $90 you probably won't have you won't have like a soundboard. So basically, you just have a what people say fancy flashlight that costs $100. That kind of just has like a colored LED, and that's what Ultra Sabers call a stunt blade, a stunt lightsaber. And basically that's what it is. It's a stunt lightsaber, and it's good to swing around and play with, duel with it and whatnot. And yeah, but if you want sound, a $90 lightsaber from Ultra Sabers, that's you're not gonna get it. Sound lightsaber probably cost you like almost $200 for like the lowest soundboard that they offer, and I think that's just like one. You get like one sound font or something like that, and you still only have like one colored blade, and that's like almost $200. And but this $90 lightsaber could do the same stuff that this $600 lightsaber from Ultra Sabers could do. So yeah, that's just another thought. If you're looking for something a little cheaper, this little $90 lightsaber does the same stuff that this $600 lightsaber does. But the difference is in the quality of the hilts, the design of the hilts, and obviously this hilt looks more detailed, better, more little stuff that you'll have to for Ultra Sabers has to engineer and whatnot. And that's probably why it'll cost that explains why it'll cost a little more. But as for the electronics, I think for the electronics you're paying for a $90 lightsaber costs. Let's just say, since this is what you would expect from a $90 lightsaber, the electronics, I guess this electronics falls down to like maybe half of that, $50, $60. So potentially, if you understand what I'm saying, is this lightsaber is $90, and it has similar, and you could even say better electronics than what this lightsaber has. And I guess you could say that the electronics in here is $90, and this electronics is $90. So since this is a $600 lightsaber in total, you subtract the $90 worth of electronics in there. I mean, honestly, I would probably put the electronics lower, probably like $60 or $50 at most. So you're paying about $500 just for this hilt. If you know what I'm saying. You're paying $500 for an empty hilt, and they install $50, $60 in quality and features of electronics in here. Like, you have to think about that. Like, if you know what I'm saying, a $90 lightsaber does almost the same thing as what this $600 lightsaber does. Sorry, I repeated that many times, but yeah, that's just a big thing to really think about. If you're okay with spending extra $500 on a nice hilt like this, I guess that's your own decision. But you gotta also think about, for $600, you could get one of these other hilts. Obviously, my all these other hilts I have, all these other lightsabers I have, are kind of replica. Oh my god, sorry, are replicas. Replicas do get pretty expensive, but yeah, these two are probably my only custom designed or kind of like inspired replica hilts. And yeah, they're about the same price range. I think they're pretty awesome, for what I paid for them. I paid $500 or so for this lightsaber from Electrum Sabercraft, and the hilt. I mean, at least to me, the hilt looks awesome. I mean, but yeah, that's another topic. But yeah, the hilt designs are, they have their own aesthetically pleasing looks and whatnot. But I would say the hilt designs are awesome, but their electronics are also awesome. Comparing to the Ultrasabers, you get a great looking hilt, but really bad electronics, but you're paying the same price as you are for these other great looking hilts. And like I was saying earlier about the sizings. For example, Ultrasabers. I already did say Ultrasabers has this hilt. Ultrasabers has also a hilt that's kind of like this one, called the Butcher. Yeah, their size. You got to really think about their size. This is. I think I would say this is a really realistic sizing. Ultrasabers, I hear, are a lot bigger than this. They're like maybe bulkier like this, maybe even longer. So imagine that. Imagine having that comparing to this, and also that Ultrasabers, for what this lightsaber offers. I bought this for I bought this in the pre-kit, but if you buy this fully installed, it'll be 450 or so. And even the fully installed diamond board, the highest of the highest at Ultrasabers, does not compare to what this this lightsaber does. At least in my opinion, it does not. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much all I pretty much covered about what Ultrasabers offers versus all the other lightsabers here. Like I have LGT. LGT is a Chinese company that makes lightsabers, and these are fairly cheap lightsabers. All right, if you buy these directly from LGT, like this NeoPixel Darth Maul, you buy it directly from LGT. I think it's about $300. This is a NeoPixel Profi setup. It has 2 Profi cores, and it has the hilt here. And then this is $90 from Custom Dark Wolves, which is an American seller, but he's also partners with LGT. But if you buy this directly from LGT, it's about $30. So you could potentially say this is a $30 lightsaber, but of course there is like shipping involved if you buy it directly from LGT, and it'll probably put it at like $50. So this is a $50 lightsaber. So compare this $50 lightsaber to all these other lightsabers. It offers just about all the same features, but the difference is it's the lower quality, stuff like that. It doesn't fall under premium like you could really tell the difference in like the motion sensors and the different effects and whatnot between this and the premium stuff, not including the Ultrasabers, of course, because it's, I guess you could say similar, or you could even say better, you could say worse. I don't know, it's really up to you. But like I said, the only thing the Ultrasabers has over this is that it's customizable, and yeah, that's about it. It's customizable, and this is not customizable. But yeah, other than everything that I've just covered, that's my opinion of Ultrasabers. That is my review on Ultrasabers and their product. I mean, this Hilt, it's what I like about it. I mean, that's the only thing I like about it, actually. Yeah, so the only thing I like about this Ultrasabers lightsaber is the Hilt. The Hilt looks great. I mean, uh, it looks great, but I would like it more if it was more slimmer, like maybe just as slim as the Savage Oppressor, and it'll be pretty. It'll be even more awesome. But for what it is right now, it's okay. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but it looks pretty awesome. It looks solid. But of course, the electronics I'm not too fond of. I obviously having these other lightsabers. This this just doesn't compare. And honestly, if I decide to keep it, it probably will be the last thing I touch to play with, unless I want to duel with it or something like that. Because obviously, like I said, all I have mostly here is NeoPixel setups, and NeoPixel setups aren't really advisable to duel with. But yeah, that should probably wrap up this video. Sorry, it is a pretty long video. I think it's about an hour. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.